Welcome to the other side of normal, where strange stories, unexplained experiences, and curious minds meet. I'm your host, Nacho. Here, the questions matter more than the answers. This is the other side of normal. All right, it's a beautiful Monday night on the other side of normal. Tonight's guest is Cindy Kuhn from the Ross House. If you haven't been to the Ross House, shame on you 37 times, but we'll get you there. And I did take a little liberty, Cindy, to make up a little video of a bunch of pictures I found on your Facebook page. So
Okay.
we'll
Well,
scroll
thank
through
you.
those after a while. But I would like to thank you for joining me.
Oh,
I just think this
glad to
is
be here.
something fun to do. And we've got, I don't know what we have, like 6,400 followers now on our Facebook page. And I just want to share with people what we do, the people that we meet, especially if they're really, really good people like yourself, um, and people who have exceptional places for us to go. And we haven't had the best of luck when we come to the Ross House, but man, we love coming there because it's absolutely beautiful. All of our friends rave about how much activity they get. My sister says it's her; they don't like her. um, and of course, I'll go along with the joke with her if that's what she wants to think. But um, we've been there two or three times. I think it was three times now, and we always have a great time. And even if it's not super, we always get something. But even if it's not super super active, we have a great time, and the house is absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you very, very much for that. It's funny. It's hard to predict, you know, why certain people get stuff or and others don't. I'll never understand that. But I'm glad when people still, I mean, are professional and make a good time no matter where they are.
Yes.
They make sure they have a good time, and I think that's wonderful. I really do.
And I mean, the biggest thing with all of this is, it's respect to the community, it's respect to the spirits, um, and I don't think you can go to a place and give that respect to them and not have a good time. I just, if you're doing this for the right reasons, even if you got no interaction at all, you should still have had a good time.
Correct. I believe that, and I think that's the way people should look at it. You know, it. I it's you can't control stuff like that, but I think being respectful to the spirits in the house is important. Being a respectful human being in general, no matter what you're doing, and make the most of anything that. No matter where you are, either if it's even not in a paranormal location, just you know, carry yourself like that in life, I think.
Yeah, be a good person. That's the biggest
Mhm.
thing to me, is be a good person, and everything else is going to take care of itself. Really.
Yes, I totally believe that, Nacho, absolutely. You guys are fun, though. You guys are fun. Now, I'm not an investigator, but you're the type of people that I could go hang out with and goof around with and have a good time. I mean,
That's
I hope the next time you guys are ever down this way, you give me a holler. And if I don't have something going on, we could meet somewhere and go goof around or something. I mean, go have lunch, go, do
yeah.
something. I
I
mean,
mean,
I'd
it's
all
we are not far. So I mean, that's the good thing is Pittsburgh. It's what, an hour and
right,
15
yeah.
minutes. And I mean, we love coming out that way. And Deb told you we're going to come out. We're going to go to the marina and have a
Raymond
dinner or
Marino.
a lunch. Yeah.
Maybe have a Bud Light. We could have a
Well,
Bud
I
Light too.
I work for a company called Pittsburgh Brewing, and we make Iron City beer.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Okay.
that's my job. I brew the beer. So they might frown on
Wow.
a no. I can have Bud Light if I want a Bud Light.
Well, that's what Nick likes. He likes when we go over there, Nick and Bree, that we go over to the Prima and we both have a Bud Light, or
Yeah,
that's our chilling beer.
nothing wrong with that for sure.
No, it's not. It's not at all. So, but anyway, yeah, I look forward to that. You guys let me know. I'll be right there,
Absolutely.
bullshitting. I like bullshitting.
Well, we do too. That's what we do best is bullshit.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. So I'm going to put on this little video, and it'll
Mhm.
it'll go it'll switch slides pretty quick, but we can stop at
Okay.
any point. And they're they're pictures of the Ross house in
Okay.
different forms and just things I
Mhm.
picked off your Facebook page. And some of these pictures, I mean, they all show how beautiful the house is. And I mean, it's spotless. And you can't say that about 90% of the places that we go to. And that's one of the things that really, when we think about the Ross house, it's clean, it's inviting, it's warm, not temperature warm, comforting warm when you go in the house. There's nothing off-putting about it whatsoever,
Mhm.
and it's just done really. I love that picture of the stairwell. I don't know who took that, but that is a great picture.
Yeah.
But it's just done really, really well. And I wish that more people took the time and money to make it all their places like this, because yes, some places you want the creepiness. You go to these sanatoriums or these old hospitals and stuff, and yeah, you want some of that, I think. But when you go to a house and it is set up like this, like a haunted Airbnb, she said, yeah, it's just it just changes the entire vibe of the night. And like I said, no matter what happens there, you have an amazing night.
Yes. Yes. So, I could touch on that a little bit.
I'm gonna go
So
upstairs and find it. Our
when
page
I
or
first
my page?
decided to open up Nacho, I opened up at the end of October of 2022, and I did it. It was October 27th. In fact, I had my very first overnight investigation as a true overnight. Okay. People were coming in before that a little bit, once in a great while, but that's when I went legit. I ran it through November and I wasn't happy. Okay. I really wasn't happy. I closed it down and believe it or not, I let one person come in that house in December. And that was a gentleman by the name of Christopher Tillerman, who has Paranormal Ohio. And I did that because I already had it set up with him. The reason I closed it down was because I needed to get my head straight. Okay. Now, at this point in time, going legit and opening up like that, I needed to, I needed to learn more about what I'm doing. Okay. But not only that, at my age, I'm retired, right? I'm supposed to have fun when you retire.
That's
And
supposed to be the goal.
yes. So I decided if I'm going to, and I wasn't happy with how the house looked at all in the beginning. Okay. I decided I wanted to take that month, close it down, and get my head straight on what I wanted to do. And what I decided to do was to run it the way and make it look the way I wanted to look, not the way I see other places looking. And that's not meaning to degrade them,
Right.
okay? Because they're very successful at that, right? At what they're doing. And I've met some wonderful, wonderful owners, to be honest with you, that I mean, and just God love them. They've been so helpful to me, but I had to do it my way, or it was going to end up being something I didn't believe.
Yep.
Okay. So I closed it down, and the first thing I did was I replaced the steps. Going down to the basement and going
Mm.
into the little workspace area. And then I laid out a plan on redoing the house room by room. Now that all takes money.
Yes.
And the thing that I vowed to myself was I don't ever want to hurt my my income that I have coming in from retirement, that this house had to stand on its own and the operations and the improvements had to come from the bookings. Okay.
Yes.
And as long as I could do that, I would be happy, even though it might not be that much, right? So so after I reopened in January of 2023, and the start of it was very, very slow. I mean slow. And but what it did was it paid the bills, right?
Yeah.
It paid the bills. But around the 6th or 7th month, I started making a little, like, $300-400 extra. And what I did was, man, right away, I'm buying shit, right? I'm buying whatever I could buy, looking for deals, stashing things away to start with the improvements of the house. And furniture. I'm going out buying furniture and that off my brother in his store, at
Mhm.
his price, to make sure that this house was I had what I wanted, right? It might not have been the most perfect thing, but I needed furniture, right?
Yeah.
I needed so much stuff. It was crazy. But little by little, I've made myself happy, okay, with how I'm running this place, how I feel I have to handle it. And I know people like creepy stuff like that. And I always say the only creepy place in my house is the basement. And it'll always be creepy. I can't do anything with fucking stone,
Yeah.
right? Well, am I allowed to say that on here?
It's okay.
Okay. So,
I'm not making any money off of it, so it's not monetized. You don't have to worry about that.
okay. So, I'm pretty happy with how I'm running it. And I'm learning. I am. I'm learning as I go, and I've made mistakes in the house, and it's but wow, I'm pretty pleased, to be honest with you. Pretty pleased.
Everything that's in there, nothing looks out of place. It's all very correct for what you're doing, but it's all comfortable. You can sit anywhere in that house and be
Yes.
comfortable,
Yes.
and
I'm glad about that.
that doesn't happen at very many places. Now, we've probably been since we've been doing this, we've probably been to 100 places, but some places we've been there twice. There's not another place that I could say compares with what you're doing there. And it doesn't make the other places bad. Like you said, it's different. And
Hmm.
that's what I think is the biggest deal for the Ross House, is that when you go there, you're going to have a clean, comfortable stay, and you get the attraction of the spirits. And it's
Hmm.
just it's unlike anything else that we do. We just did the Cash Town Inn this weekend, and it's very well done.
Hmm.
Not all the furniture in there is, some of it is very old, but it's not really made for being comfortable in. It's period correct and all that stuff, but I think what you're doing is you are spot on with what you're doing as far as I go. Somebody else may not agree with me, but that's what makes the world go round. But
Right.
I think that knowing that you're going to have such a nice place to go to is, to me, is a big deal.
Yes.
Sometimes you want something different.
I, you know, I, yeah. And, true, but that wasn't the reason to be different. It was the reason for me to be happy. Okay. And what I get pleasure out of is the fact that in the last 3-4 weeks, I've had 3 different groups come in that are just starting to investigate. These people have no equipment. They have nothing, right? But they had an open mind. They had a beautiful spirit about them, and they were just so eager and they felt so comfortable, okay, being in my place. And to me, that makes me feel good. That and somebody else, I think it was Gracie who made that comment. Your place is wonderful for beginners to feel good about coming someplace and feel safe. Even though they're spirits, but they feel safe. I like that. I really like that. I don't want somebody not to feel safe in my place.
That's
I get
a big
I
deal.
take great pleasure in hearing that, to be honest. Well, I'm bouncing this camera. I got it on my table here.
You're fine.
Anyway,
Fine.
but yeah, but I had to get my when I closed it up, there was a couple, I had Chris Tillerman come out, and there was a couple people who made comments to me that stuck with me. I listen to people. I really do. I might not respond back, but I take a lot in on what I'm hearing. And one was Chris Tillerman, and the other was Katie Burris. Okay.
Mm.
And both of them said to me, Cindy, get the history of the house.
Yeah.
And find your history, find out what this is about. Okay. And I did that. Okay. And I can't say I did it by myself because I didn't, because good Lord, I'm not that great on the computer. But I did go to the courthouse and got out those goddamn humongous books. And I mean, I thought it was going to go goddamn nuts, But other people, Chris Tillerman was fine. I mean, he's like a magician on the computer, and he sent this stuff over to me. Allie Mae, they're sending things to me that have helped me to understand and know the history of the house and the area. Because in the very, very beginning, I was relying on other people and their memory, right?
Mhm.
And I didn't know. I'm believing people, because you think they know, and sometimes they don't.
Well, it's
And
selective memory, right? I mean, you
Well,
remember what you want to remember.
yes, that's part of it, and part of it too was with my dad, right? My dad, I think Alzheimer's kind of took over there, and
And that's
and what he thought he remembered. I always thought when you get older, you can't remember what you did yesterday, but you can remember clearly what you did 50 years ago, right?
Yep.
Well, I think his memory on some things got joggled and not actually correct, but he believed it, right? I mean, so there was a lot that, and even recently, that has come into play where I found out more on what has happened in that area, more of what's happened in the house, but even in the beginning, I had to find out these things, and it's all coming together so nice that it pleases me. It does. It pleases me.
that's really, you have to get satisfaction out of this.
I
I
do.
mean,
I really do.
that should be number one. I mean, some people only do it for money,
Hmm.
which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe that's just okay. I'm going through the motions to collect this money. You show you care that this house is very, very well taken care of. So you're getting something back out of it because you can see what you're doing, and it's a big deal.
It
It
really
really
is.
is.
It really is. If I'm not having fun, I'm not doing it. I'm too damn old.
And right, and like you said, you're retired. You should
Yeah.
you should be enjoying yourself. And if you're not enjoying it, it's not
Right.
worth doing.
No, it's not at all. But
Deborah
I've
is
got some
firing.
great people.
Deborah is firing all these questions at me. Ask her this.
Okay.
Ask her this. I have
Yeah.
a whole chat thing on here. She could put it in there, but she's
Yeah.
texting me. Um,
Well,
she says you
I
can.
have a small list of a few things people. Oh, where did it go? Oh, that people have asked me to ask, but unfortunately, I think most of them I answered them right away, not thinking. But Yeah. So go ahead. She can ask, and we'll see if anything lines up with the little 6 questions that I have down here.
Okay, she said she does a lot of furniture restoration herself, and she's done a lot of restorations in the house. And you're
Mhm.
actually you're doing something now, right? In the house?
I'm starting to do something in the house. So I want to redo the master bedroom because the master bedroom hasn't. All I did in that master bedroom was throw furniture in there, right?
Mhm.
Even the curtains are fake.
Oh.
So it's all it is material that is stuck up on or stapled to the wall. People don't realize that, but that's what it is. So, but I know what's under that wallpaper. And I know what's above that ceiling because I did it, right? Well, we hired to have it done when it was an escape room. And I got a lot of issues up in that ceiling. So I'm starting to do this, but I know it's going to take time. And the first thing I'm doing is I'm having work done, and it's not me doing this because I can't do this. There's wires above that drop ceiling in the master bedroom. Okay. Those wires have got to be moved. I have to get rid of these wires that are hanging through there. Okay. So I have somebody coming to, well, we took down that you guys haven't been here, or you have since that big queen bed was put in there, that
Yes.
great big tall poster bed. So we had to move a lot of furniture out of that room as of today. And I have somebody coming in and they have a regular job. So they're doing this on the side. I hired them
Wow.
on the side. So they're coming in Tuesday to actually move the electrical wires out of the way. Okay.
Oh,
There's
okay.
holes in that ceiling up there. Okay. So I have to have somebody after that because these people that are doing that are electricians,
Yes.
right? So after that, I'm having somebody come in to patch these holes in the ceiling, right? So that's a whole different person coming for
That's
that.
yeah.
So expenses, right?
Well,
So
electricians are not cheap, I can tell you that.
hail to the no, you know. So anyway, so that is the first step to getting the start of the master bedroom. So, it's going to take quite a while because I can't do anything until the ceiling is corrected. And
Right.
the worst part is okay, I have this one person doing that for this, Tuesday and Wednesday. I hope he's done because I blocked everything off for nobody to book. And then I have to wait until the other person can come and correct my ceiling holes because there's quite a few places where the ceiling's coming down up there.
Mm.
And the reason I'm a little concerned about that is because I'm also waiting for him to put a new roof on my house. So, so this could be a wait. So
Yeah.
it's, it's a slow process. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting on him, I'm always searching for things and I'm always looking for bargains. For instance, Mac Discount. Have you ever heard of Mac Discount in Pittsburgh?
Uh-uh.
Oh my God, don't do it because you'll be buying all kind of shit,
Oh,
right?
you mean like Mac Bid or whatever it is?
Mac Bid, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
No, I've
so
never done it, but I've
oh my
heard of
God,
it.
I'm addicted to it. So I'm always on Mac Bid looking for things that will help me
Mm.
to, like the air conditioners that I put in, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I'm getting them off Mac Bid. So I'm always waiting for that deal to, happen. So that's what I'm doing with looking for curtains to go in there. I'm trying to save myself some money. And plus I know I got the time because it'll take Lee forever to make it out there. He's not watching, but I know Lee,
Uh,
you know, he's supposed to put a roof on my house. I'm still waiting. So
well,
anyhow,
there's Zach Meekins that just popped in and he says, Cindy and Nacho, my 2 favorite people.
I love Zach. I absolutely love him. Those guys, I mean, you talk about people that like to have fun. They
Yes,
like to have fun, you know?
yes.
So, hey, Zach, Tammy.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just actually got to investigate with them for the first time, and we had a
that
blast
is
with them.
awesome. That is
We
good. I'm glad, you know,
we
they
met them
they
last
have the right
summer.
frame of mind.
They do. We
Mhm.
met them last summer at Hillview for the Paracon. That's the first time
Okay.
we met them, and we
Yeah.
talked to them a little bit. And then over Facebook, we've kind of kept up and become friends. And they were like, "Hey, you guys want to?" Well, yes, we do. We don't tell anybody no. We want to investigate with everybody we can. There are
Yeah.
so many cool people that do this, and we have found a bunch of them. And
Yes.
Zach and
Yeah.
Tammy, they are awesome.
You found your people,
Yeah, we have a
you
lot of
know?
them now, and 27 Spirits,
Yes.
Ryan from Trap Souls. I mean, we've been very, very fortunate to find the right people, and that's who we align ourselves with. We want to be aligned with people that have our likeness, what we believe in and how we treat the spirits. And I think
Yes.
it's a big, because part of this community just doesn't think that way. And
No. No.
people
It's
like Zach and Tammy
sad.
don't come along every day, and so you got to gobble them up and you can find them.
That's right. Absolutely right too, you know? It's, it's sad. There's hate everywhere. There really is. There's hate in the workforce, regular jobs, and there's jealousy, there's, bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But in this type of environment with the paranormal community, it's massive compared to an office setting. It's amplified by 1,000. And then you put social media with all, because social media is involved. It creates way too much drama, I think,
Yep, way too
So,
much.
it's sad.
We
It's really
do
sad.
we do our best to stay out of all that drama stuff.
Yes, yes. I wish more people were like that, to be honest.
Oh, me
But
too.
it is what it is, and you know, I don't even know where to go. I mean, it's
Oh, it's
sad. It's
terrible.
so sad. Yeah. But we just keep going, right? We keep going.
That's You have to, because you can't let them
Mhm.
win.
No, you can't, and you can't let them dim your flame. You have to, even though it burns your ass for a moment, right, or 2 or 3 or 4 days, you have got to move above them and keep going and keep the positive going. That's the
Yes.
only way I think it is to handle that, for the most part.
Yeah, you
So,
have to.
um,
I mean,
yeah.
you have to stay positive.
Yes,
So
yes.
Zach just asked. Yeah, Zach was a little bit late. He just asked what your plans were for the master bedroom, but we just talked about that, Zach. You just missed it. So you're gonna
Yeah,
have to go back and watch the beginning.
yeah. Well, it's a slow process. It's a slow process. Right now, the bedroom will look like the 40s, okay? Um, and yeah, as far as the decor goes in that bedroom, I don't know yet because I haven't got it yet. Um, it's when something just calls your name, right? You just know that's it. Well, that's how I roll. That's how I've gone with every single thing in that house. And
It's
to give
worked.
you, for instance, um, that big ornate buffet in the parlor,
Mhm.
right? Okay. So that was part of a 5-piece set that was in my brother's store. That 5-piece set it was going to go to New Orleans, right? I had to talk my brother into selling this, getting it all separated, and I had to have it. I had to have it. I didn't care. I had to have it, right? And I didn't care if I had to stick that thing in sideways. Somehow it was going in my place. So I kind of wing everything as I go. To be honest with you, but it's got to speak to me. It really does. So right now it's all about the ceiling, and that's probably because of my handyman that I hire, it might be a month and a half or so before I even have the ceiling done, you know. So I'm gonna have to threaten him or something. I don't know. Say, Lee, if you don't get your butt out here, you know, I'm hiring somebody else. You know, he's done a lot of our repairs. You know, I think every town has their handyman that they could go to and say, hey, can you come do this and come do that? And it's like a fix-it-all person. They could do a little with
Mhm.
this and a little with that. Now he's not the electrician, but the electrician's somebody who definitely has a schedule. Lee, it's whenever he can. So, but it'll get done, and I can't wait because it's going to be beautiful when it's done. I will tell you that it'll be beautiful because I won't be happy unless it is.
Are you keeping the body outline on the floor in
Oh
that room?
no! Oh, that goddamn body outline. See, not everybody notices that. So that body outline won't come out of the carpet, right? So that was when it was an escape room. It was a medical center at one point. Okay, and in the escape room there was the outline of a body there, and the reason you in the escape room you had to lay on the floor exactly looking up, and if you looked up you would see numbers on the ceiling. We can't get that up. Yeah. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a massive 12 by 13 area rug that goes down there. Yeah.
We've always wanted to know about that, but we never remember to ask. And that was
Yeah.
the one thing that Deborah sent me. She's like, ask about the body outline.
Yeah. All because of the escape zone. But it was a puzzle. They had to lay on the floor, look at the ceiling, and they had to use their black light to reveal numbers.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But it won't come off the carpet. After we took that tape off, that black won't come up.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, but the 9 foot by 13 rug covers that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what's going to go down there.
Oh, it's a good conversation piece for now anyway.
It is.
So Zach Meekins wants to know, how are the Sunday investigations? Are you getting a good amount of reservations?
You know what? I'm real pleased. I am pleased. So what I did was I did a contest. Okay. I realized, I mean, number one, okay, at this point, I was booking up my Fridays and Saturdays, right? Last year, 2 years ago, I was only booking my Saturdays. That makes it hard to get ahead, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they raise that goddamn water bill one more time, it's, just all this stuff that adds up. So I decided at this point, my Fridays and Saturdays, because I was giving discounts on Fridays too. So now my Fridays and Saturdays are getting booked. I'm happy, but I have trouble with my Sundays because a lot of people work on Mondays. So
Yep.
I've ran some contests to help fill up my Sundays, and it's working. Okay, it's working. And I'm going to do it again because I ran it until I think the last day was like for May. I think through May or something. Yeah, it was through May. So I have my Sundays booked from 10 o'clock, noon until 10 p.m. That way people are done. They still got time. If they're local enough, they got time to get home so that they can go to work the next day. So I'm very happy with that promotion. I'm real happy with that promotion.
Awesome.
It really is. Sometimes you just, and people are catching things in the daytime. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be night.
Spirits
So,
don't
yeah.
care if it's dark or not.
I know,
Well-
but there's that perception. People think that a lot of them do.
Well-
It has to be dark,
And it's part of the mood. I mean, everybody shuts out all the lights and sits in the dark when you really don't have to, but it makes the investigator feel like they're doing something, and
Yeah.
we all do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been
You
to
could
places
be in the dark
middle
in
of the
that
day.
house. I have blackout drapes.
Yeah,
All they gotta
you
do
could
is
be in the
turn off
dark
the
in
lights
there.
and it's dark. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we've gotten plenty of stuff happen in the middle of the afternoon in many places, and it's to me it's the same thing, but everybody wants that vibe of being in the dark, and
Right. Late at night. Yeah, they do. They do. But it's working. It's working, and I'm happy. I'm real happy with it. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. And Ross,
Sometimes in business, if you take a little step out of the box instead of doing it this way, and you think, well, I can adjust to the people for certain reasons. It's going to benefit you to make that little bit adjustment if you can do it. I don't know
listen,
of
it's
anybody that's doing anything like this, so that's amazing that you've come up with it.
yeah, yeah. And it's you listen. I mean, you listen to people and they say, well, we got to work Monday. We have to work Monday. So let's take that late hours away.
Yeah.
So yeah. But a lot of people too, a lot of the bigger places, they can do these other types of promotions that I can't, and God bless them. They could do the flashlight tour, and all these, type of things to keep generating people coming in. Now I'm limited on that type stuff, right? Because I'm a small little potato sitting here in a little town. But but this here, it was a positive from the get-go, it really was. So I'm happy. I have every intention when I go to the Paracon, Ohio State Reformatory, to do that promotion again.
I think
Yeah,
that's great. I think that's
yeah.
great. So my buddy Bill Rigby here says, Cindy, I miss you this year.
Oh, I love Bill. He's so sweet.
He
God
is.
bless him. God bless him.
He
Rough,
calls me.
rough year.
He sent me a message today, and he's like, Nacho, call me while I was at work. So I said, I'll call you when I get home. Okay. So I called him, and he didn't answer, and I'm like, well, call me back. So he calls me back. He's like, listen, I'm going to tell you something, and I don't want any lip out of you. I just want to hear yeses. And I'm like, okay, what did I do now? So he tells me what he wants, and I'm like, absolutely. He's like, no, I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear you'll do it. So he gave me a hard time about it, but we got there.
Yes,
But I
yeah.
think I think the world of Bill. He's one of
Oh,
the good ones, really.
he is. My heart has broken for him so many. Every time I see a post, my heart breaks for him, and
Yeah.
and it's just it takes so much time to heal. It just takes so much time. But he's doing the right thing by staying busy.
Yep.
It's just that my sister right now is going through the same thing, and at Easter, I was on the phone with her, and she was crying, and oh my God, but you just have to be there for him and listen and love him.
Yep. I told him, I
So
said, try to start every day with something positive. Wake up, you
yes,
think of her, you think of something positive, and you go from there. And
yes.
you're gonna find ways to cope with it. But it's
Yeah,
it's
it's finding a new normal, is what it is. You
yeah,
have to find a new normal. And I just tell people, just go to bed, get enough sleep and keep eating. Keep eating. Don't not eat because a lot of people don't eat. No, and when I tell people that, I'm sitting there thinking, why can't I stay out of the fucking refrigerator though? I mean, seriously, I can't, I'm telling people to eat and I can't figure out a way not to eat, or cut back, I mean,
yeah, right.
God
I'm with you.
damn,
I'm with you.
you know. So, but yeah, so he is definitely one of the best. Such a
Yes,
amazing, amazing man. So
yep,
yeah, God
yep.
bless you, Bill.
Good man. So Zach wants to know, has your TikTok lives you have been doing increased bookings?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it has or not. Most people tell me that they've seen me on other things, and that's why they clicked on it. Um, I think I need to come up with something a little bit different on those TikTok lives. I'm not sure what, but I got to figure something out. So I don't know yet, but I'm going to say maybe a few, but not many. They've always said to me, well, we already follow you on Facebook or wherever. So, you know, it's fun sometimes. Sometimes it's okay.
You'll find a good happy medium in there somewhere.
Yes, you're right. You're right. I just haven't got to that part yet. I enjoy putting on the music myself, and just kind of like chilling out and waiting. But what I find is people want me to put out equipment and um, they want to watch to see if they catch anything. That's what I'm finding with this type of thing.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, that's, but that doesn't by them just watching doesn't throw me out to more people if they're not
Right.
tapping. So that's where the issue comes in. So I think, what was it the other day? I was on there for an hour and I think I made like 40 cents or 42 cents or something, So
That's not a good return on your investment.
no, but now at this point, I'm not going up there purposely to do it. It's only when I go up after a team leaves, okay, and I take out the trash because we put the trash in a secure location, so stray cats can't get into it, and I just do my sweep up. So that and I get the sheets off. So that's pretty much it. So, and I'll go live for an hour, then I'm out of there. I did it today.
The trash always reminds me of something that I just absolutely can't say, but I cannot thank you enough for picking up the trash and keeping it secure.
Yeah. Well, there's too much. There's too much. I can't even. I'm sure every place has it, but there is a ton of raccoons, stray
Yes.
cats, and
Yes.
and rats in this
Yeah.
area. And you can't we have a place that we put our stuff, right? And it is in a locked area with, we got lids on top of this stuff and it gets locked up, I'm not saying every once in a while something doesn't get thrown in that trash can out and on the side of the porch. It does. But sure as heck, I'll get it within a day or two if it did. Mostly right now it's just little pieces of wood. So yeah. No, it's gotta
I'll
stay.
give you my my actual comment later when it's just you and I, and you'll know
Okay.
where I'm coming from. But yeah,
Yeah.
it to me it's a big deal.
It is.
Number
It
one,
really is.
your house is nice inside and out, and that's a big, big ordeal for me. I mean,
Yeah. It's gotta be.
yes,
It's
yes.
just gotta be. I look at things and like right now, when I came up there today, before I went inside, I looked at that porch and I thought, shit, man, that porch is goddamn dusty. And my first thought was, I gotta spray that porch off. And then my next thought, because my mind always starts spinning, is okay, I'm gonna spray the porch and then the paint's gonna chip and because it's old. And I thought,
Yeah.
don't do it, Cindy, don't do it. Just sweep it and wait. You're already on another project anyway, so don't be compounding your issues here, So yeah, but that was my thought, because the porch does need a going over for sure. But that's another day, another dollar, and not my biggest worry.
So Ashley Stilson says that she actually booked a night through a TikTok live. So it does actually help.
Every once in a while. And she didn't have Ashley, you didn't already follow me on Facebook? I did. Did I say today I was going? Did she answer that? Because I
Not
can't see.
yet. Not
Okay. Yeah.
yet. Zach said, "Woo!" You got burglars, streetwalkers, and snitches.
What? I
It's
get
a
a kick
bill-
out of these names. I really do. Some of the names,
Ashley-
it's like, where did this come from?
Ashley says no, she did not.
Really?
So,
Oh, that's
so she
cool then. Maybe it's working
actually-
better. Most people tell me that, a lot of people that follow me on TikTok are from the UK. So it's, I can't explain that. But anyway, so that's cool. I'm glad, but most of them say they follow me on Facebook. Yeah. Or they knew, that's how they came about it. But then they started following me on Tickety Talk. So
That's pretty good. And
yeah,
Ashley also said she can't wait to see you at Creep It Real. You're going to Creep It Real this year?
I am. I'm so excited about that. I mean,
Awesome.
seriously, the ladies from the Doss House, I have not met them yet,
They
right?
are awesome. Awesome
Yes,
women.
they
I
are
love them.
awesome.
I love them.
So I was going to do this promotion and have it all on Facebook, right? And I was afraid, and I found out that it's actually illegal. Okay, and I see people do it all the time, but evidently they don't get caught, or they have a license. You have to have a certain license or something to do this, right? So anyway, I didn't know that. But I got all excited when people said that, they were interested in something like that and that it's done all the time. So then when I'm reading illegal, I'm going, oh shit, I better rethink how I do this. I don't want to get myself in trouble. So I had to change it up, right? And I did for one promotion. I changed it up. Zach knows about that. So anyway, but now the ladies from the Doss House, God bless them. They told me a way to do it, and I'm going to do it differently, and it's coming up. Okay, it's coming
Awesome.
up. So
We'll be watching.
what they told me was, if you like have a product that you sell, okay, you could offer a free ticket. She said, pick a product. Okay, if they buy that product, they get a free entry. Nothing they can do about it. Right? And I was like, damn. So anyway, I thought so it's going to happen. It's going to be different than it was, but it's going to happen.
I love it.
Yeah. And
I love it.
and those ladies helped me. It definitely wasn't, I didn't come up with this. And, and they told me a couple things to do. So there was, that's what I mean. I've met wonderful
There are.
homeowners that are so helpful. Another one, the Rhodes Hotel. Absolutely love
Huh?
Crystal.
We don't know her yet, but she's on our list.
Yeah. I mean, the sweetest. She seems so quiet. I mean, here I am, old blabbermouth me. But she seems so quiet and so sweet and so sincere that I just want to hug her. Anyway, but she was nice and telling me things they did, and I thought, God bless you. Sometimes the brain ain't working. You know what I mean? It's
I
just
mean,
not working right.
Well, you don't know what you don't know. That's the
Yeah,
biggest
that's
thing.
true. I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot. So, but a lot of people have been doing this a hell of a lot longer than I have, so they know
And
the
the
ins
fact
and
that
outs. And
they want to share is a big deal.
it definitely is. It really
Because
is.
they could just as easily say, too bad.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
and that's, just like I tell you that we look for investigators that are like us. The owners of these places absolutely fall together. When you find one that is a good person, they're going to find others. It's just the way it works.
Yes, yes. So true. You know. So anyway, that's what yeah, they do and they are, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky, you know. So did you
So
guys have other questions? I had a couple. Some people asked me some questions.
Elise from Almay wants to know, have you ever thought about doing a murder mystery dinner there? You could
Oh,
incorporate the barn into that as well.
I just saw somebody was doing that. I I don't know if she could contact me. I've seen where these have been done before, and I'm assuming that you pay people to put these things on. Okay. I would love to have something like that I mean, because to me, I like stuff like that, right? I mean, I had an
Yeah.
escape room where you had to figure out. So I would be really interested. I don't have a stove, but that doesn't mean I can't cater food in and have stuff made up and bring it in. I got a
Yep.
hot plate, I'll bring in 5 hot plates if I have to. Just, yeah,
Yep.
I would love to do something like that. Absolutely. Yeah. But no, I haven't done it. But if you got more information or somebody, shoot me a message, help a girl out.
Zach said we would come to a murder mystery.
I think it would be a hoot.
So
You know?
Lee said Hillview Manor did one last year. Talk with them to see who they used.
Let
And
me write that down.
Deborah said she can help you with that as well. So I'll
Deborah,
have
you're
her,
Deborah?
yep, I'll have her get on that and get with you as well.
Okay. I think it's a wonderful idea. Uh, yeah, I'm writing this stuff down so I don't forget my memory anymore.
Absolutely right.
I have notes
Look.
everywhere.
Look, I'm sitting here taking notes too. So
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I do. I wake up every morning and look at my notes anymore, Nacho. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. So it'd be fun. It would just
I
be
think-
so much fun. Hey, Zach and them, they got good ideas too. One year that they themselves have a party, a year-end review party. One year they had it
Yes.
at my place. The last year they had it at a paint and sip place, I think. I mean, you talk about fun. You know what I mean? They showed reviews on a TV screen. They went out and they painted and they got the right idea. But I would love to have a murder mystery. I wanted to have a birthday party for myself, but not with gifts, stuff like that. Just something different. But then the time in June is like, ugh,
When's your
it's a
birthday?
bad time. My birthday's June 30th, but
Oh.
my June is like so much happening in June with my family. Everybody's got a birthday in June in my family. So it's kind of not good timing this year, And I got a Paracon, and my son is a professional poker player, and I'm probably going to be going to visit him. He's going to be in Vegas, and I might take a quick trip out there to watch him in some of his games and stuff like that. So, I got to keep plus my brother's birthday. Just too much going on in June. So
My
it's not
birthday's
working
in
out
June
this
as
year.
well.
Is it?
June 4th.
Are you? June 4th. So you are a what baby? You're not a Cancer.
I'm a Gemini.
You're a Gemini. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Zach said our basement. That's where they were this year, in his basement.
Oh, they did that in his basement.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought they were at Paint and Sip. So they came to the house to do that.
Yep. That was in their house. Yep.
Okay, very good. That works out.
Yeah. Yeah. And Bill Rigby wants to, oh, where did he go? He wants to know if you're going to be at, oh, I lost the question. Are you going to be at the Psychic Fair at the Metroplex this month?
No.
No.
Uh-uh.
He must be going to be there.
Yeah. No, I don't have anything planned for this month. I think my first one I'd have to look on my refrigerator because that's where my calendar is at the Ohio State Reformatory. I think is the first one. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's the
You're doing
The
Ohio
2
State
day-
Reformatory and you're doing
Yeah.
the Creep It Real Fest. And what else are you
Yes.
doing this year?
Madison. I'm doing Madison, and then
Doing
there was one. Oh my God, and I can't think of the name of. She had to change the name. It's with Pam Huff. It's in front of a courthouse or something. I can't even think of the name of it right now. What else am I doing? God darn it, I can't think. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. I got like 5 planned. Hillcon. I'll be doing Hillcon.
Oh, Hillcon. Yeah.
Yeah. But there was one more, and I can't think of what it's called. It's in Sutton, West Virginia, with Pam Huff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did
So
Bill invite you to his event in September?
I think he
The
did.
Western PA cryptid.
Yes, yeah. I think
Because if he
he
didn't, I
did.
was going to shame on him right now. I was going to beat him up over that if he did.
I think that one was too far for me to travel. Um, I think
It's
that's
like
what it was.
about 2 hours, a little over
2
2 hours for you.
hours.
Yeah,
Oh, I would have done 2 hours.
yeah. That's just up in Johnstown, PA, and that's like an hour from us, and you're like an hour and 15 minutes from us. So it might be 2.5 hours,
I'd
but
have
not
to
much.
look into
Not
that. There had to be
not
a
any more
reason
than.
I couldn't do it. Or maybe it fell on another Paracon or something, or I would have definitely done Bill's. But I know he mentioned that to me. I'm almost positive. There was a couple that conflicted
Yeah,
that I couldn't do, or there was it's family issues. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll have to look on that one
maybe
to see
next
what.
year.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoy doing them.
Yeah,
I
me
do.
too.
My problem when I do things like that is not having enough help. You know what I mean? Most of the time I'm by myself with those. But at the same time, for the OSR, Ohio State Reformatory, I actually have a girl coming with me on that one. So that's going to be a big help because I like to look around too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So actually, still
yeah.
says it's 2.5 hours from the Ross house. We live in Winburn, so it's pretty much our drive. Yep, that's what I thought. It was like 2.5 hours, give or
Well,
take.
Bill, shoot me a message on that because it had to be something then with my granddaughter or something. Because I would not tell you no if there wasn't a reason, especially in September. But I can't think of what it is without looking at my calendar. So has to
Deborah
be something.
Deborah says we live right in the middle, so you're welcome to come and stay with us if you don't want to make the long drive home.
Yeah. The reason I don't do I do driving, but I have to be careful at night. Okay.
Mhm.
Because I got cataracts. So the night driving is getting to me right now.
Yep,
So as soon as I get those fixed, I'll be okay. But I kind of limited to roads I know right now.
that
So
makes sense.
yeah. But in the summertime, it don't get dark till 9.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah.
anyhow, so let's see here. I had a question. Somebody asked me a question. I got a couple questions people have asked that some of them wasn't quite following what they were really getting at. Okay, one of them here that I'll answer. I don't know who's all on here right now. Is there a Stephanie on here?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right, because I just put first names. So one person by the name of Stephanie asked me. I wrote it down real quick, so it might not make sense here. It says when you're not use the house, why not use the house as a regular rental instead of a place to investigate? Since I'm not an investigator myself, or they said yourself. Why? Okay, why use the house as a place for paranormal if I'm not an investigator myself? I think that's how she meant that. And I hurried up and wrote it down. And if she hopped on, I don't know that I answered her back. Okay. But the reason behind that is I do have an interest in the paranormal. Okay. And it always interests me what people find because I like to do my own little investigating back and forth to see what matches up with previous people or way back.
Right.
And one thing that came up a while back was when they kept getting things about the Civil War and the division or their camp name or stuff like that, their camp number. And then I put in Civil War in Bel Air in Google, found out there was a Camp Jefferson. So,
Wow.
so there's that stuff interests me. Okay. Another reason that I do this is I meet people, right?
Yes.
And I went from a 46 and a half year career in the casino business where every day I was with people, every single day, right? That was my whole world,
Yes.
was talking to people, introducing myself to people, having lunch with people, having dinner with people, traveling with people. And when I retired, it's like, boom, it's this complete
No people.
shutdown of being with all these people and talking and getting to know them. So with having this house, this has created such a lovely way for me to stay connected and get to know people, and I do have
Yes.
an interest in the paranormal, but I don't have an interest in going to a place where I'm going to be cold and be by bugs. Okay. Right.
Oh, yes.
What happened to you?
Oh,
But my fun is talking to people and getting to know them, right?
yeah.
And
That's
listening and connecting all the dots with all this stuff. That's enough for me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I find that to be enough. Okay. And the other part of her question was, is it because it's a cash cow? And there ain't no fucking cash cow here. So anyway, oh, wait a minute. Alexa,
might-
stop. So that
might
was
be a cash squirrel, but I'm not a cash cow, right?
yeah. Does it get me on a bus trip once in a while? Hell yeah. I'm gonna take one in May. It's a day trip to go see the I Love Lucy set and go have lunch with a bunch of girls.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So no, it's not a cash cow. It's a Cindy having fun and restoring a house and get to take a trip once in a while and go have a glass of wine with my girlfriend. So
There you go.
yeah. So that was one of the questions. And she really, I think she was very sincere with what she asked, because I'm going to assume that she was an investigator herself, and why do it? Why have a house if you're not an investigator? So, and a lot of people ask, everybody wants to own a house. I say, give that some thought, man. Be sure to
Yeah.
give it some thought, because these old houses, woo,
They can suck
they
up
take a
some money
lot.
real quick. Yeah.
they sure can. They can definitely drain you if you're not careful. Mhm.
Zach wanted to add with your cold in the dark and the bugs. He said, or bats.
Oh, Jesus. Hell, that's a hell to the no.
And 27 Spirits said, yeah, screw bats.
I said, hey, 27 Spirits. Wait till you meet Charlotte. I was with her today. Charlotte is my future Shih Tzu that's coming.
Yes, that's awesome.
So I went up and saw her. She's 5.5 weeks old right now. So yeah. I told them earlier, 27 Spirit said, I blame you guys for me having to get a puppy. Because I held your baby and I played with your baby when you guys were right by me at the Paracon. Yeah. Maybe you want a
He said-
baby, and I got one.
He said, cannot wait. They're
Yes.
excited for the puppy too.
Oh, I'm telling you, she's just adorable. She is so cute. Boy, I'm going to have some sleepless nights coming up here. April 27th, I get her. So
Oh,
I'm
my
happy.
goodness.
Yeah, I'm ready.
He said,
I've always
Phineas
had a
can't wait
dog.
either.
Yeah.
He's bringing Phineas.
Oh my God, what a good dog they have.
Oh.
What a good dog. I was fine, like just, fostering some kitties for this one girl who had a rescue, but it wasn't the same. You know what I mean? It just wasn't the same as having my little buddy. I used to have Hoover. I called him Hoover the Mover, and Hoover went everywhere with me. He was my mother's dog, and I kept him after my mother passed away. So But yeah, but I always said after I retired, I was going to get one. And sure enough, I'm getting one. So she'll be
Damien,
wonderful.
Damien said the 27th, the perfect date, 27 spirits.
That's right.
Everything's
You're right.
27 with him. It was meant to be.
It is. It definitely is. Oh, heck. It's so
We all
true.
just went to OSR a few weeks ago, and
Uh-huh.
there was supposed to be like 30 of us that were going. Well, it turned out to be 27 of us.
Oh,
And
wow.
Damien just ate that up too. He's like, it's all about us. I'm like, it is.
That's right. 20. That is funny. That is funny. Oh my gosh. So somebody else asked me, I didn't write their name down. Have you ever stayed the night at the house? And my answer to that is no. I have never stayed the night at the house. Never. Came close to it one time when my air conditioning went out here, and then I decided just to just put up with it. So no, I have not stayed overnight at the house at all. So
That's kind of interesting. I mean, why
I'd be
not?
by myself.
Well, you don't have anybody scary in your house. You're scared. Your house seems to be very, very calm and peaceful. I mean, I'm sure they can get a little bit rowdy, but I don't think there's anything that is going to cause you any harm, right?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes there's a couple that pop up that are not very kind. I mean, Roger, he's a controller. He knocked Missy Tully off her chair. So yeah, no, I don't think I want to spend the night. If the air conditioner goes out here, I'm getting a goddamn hotel room. I'm serious. I'm a wimp.
He said same with Damien said same with Carlo and Bill. He's never stayed there. Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you that Eddie and Pam Norris from the Monroe house, I don't think they've ever stayed there.
Yeah.
Tammy
Now,
Meekins, you've never slept there? You've been to the house 15 times and have never slept there? I've been there 3 times and I've slept there all 3 times.
yeah. You know what amazes me the most about people that stay at the house is the fact that so many people don't get in the bed. They sleep on top of the bed. Okay. They don't get
Uh,
in the
I
bed.
I think that's kind of a phobia in a lot of places
Yeah.
because I mean, now I tell you, every time I've been there, I've slept in the bed because you can look around the house and see that it's clean. There are other places that I don't want to stay there unless I brought my own cot or my air mattress.
Yeah.
But
It's funny. And I tell everybody, if you sleep in the bed, don't make the bed because that indicates to me to change the sheets, right?
yes,
And I tell
yes.
everybody that. And then I come in and it's like nobody slept in the beds, and I'm sitting here thinking they're sleeping on the bed that other people have slept on top of. So they're getting, and I don't wash those bedspreads, like not like that, not like I do the sheets. I wash the sheets every time somebody sleeps in them. I keep three sets of sheets for each bed in that house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you open the drawers, they're filled with sheets.
That's funny. Most places
Yeah.
have one set of sheets and you're lucky if they change them.
No, there's 3 sets for each bed. When I'm down to one, that's when I take them both home, right? Because I keep throwing them in the hamper, and then I know they'll go and throw everything in the wash. So yeah.
Damien says, I'll sleep anywhere. Bring it all,
Oh,
spirits.
bring it on. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, I guess that's one thing that always amazed me. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't cross that off. We've talked about a regular rental. I'm crossing off the questions that they asked me.
There you go.
Yeah. So, okay. So here's Pam. asked, have you ever had anyone famous to the house? And the answer to that is yes, yes. As far as I'm going to say um, media famous, right? I have, and the one that well, I actually had two, and a long, long time ago when it was still Escape Zone, but it was coming to the end. We had Sam and Colby in there, okay,
Okay.
and their episode with us in it ended up in their pay-per-view file. They have like two separate things or something.
Okay.
One is for everybody, and then the other is a pay to view it. Where you gotta
Patreon.
put
Yeah.
something like that. I never did
Yeah.
quite make that out. How anyway, but they weren't there that long, and they were so cute, and and right away I looked at these boys, and it's like that one. He looked like he was 12, right?
Yes.
Just a little
Yes.
cute little blonde, and my only thought was, my God, you're in this big ass California, and I hope your mom's helping you out and guiding you on how to make your investments. I went into mommy mode. So anyway, that was it was nice, you know what I mean? But they didn't spend a whole lot of time there, and I think they're more serious now with it, I believe. And
Yeah.
they've grown up some.
Yeah.
So,
Sure. Yeah.
but yeah, I had them. And also just recently, and I made a big rookie mistake, okay? Because I had Celine Myers here at the house about a month ago, I'm going to say. And what happened there was I I didn't realize how big she was. She's got multiple accounts, right?
Yeah.
And the one account I saw first, she had like 5,000 followers on it. And I said, boy, that face looks so familiar. And I thought, okay. And then somebody else showed me another account where she had like 15,000 followers. And I thought, oh, wow. Or maybe it was even, no, it wasn't 15. It was like 20 some thousand followers. And I thought, wow, she's doing real good. So I was going and I was saying to people that she was coming and put it out there and everything. And then the day of, I'm getting all these text messages, and people were saying, can we come in to talk to her for just a few minutes? We're not that far from you. We just want to come in and, say hello and meet her. She's my idol, blah, blah, blah. And then I text my daughter, and my daughter says, Mom, do you know how big she is? And I says, well, yeah, and I told her. She says, no, Mom, she's got like 20 million followers. I thought, son of a bitch, right? So I hurried up and I took it off, and because all these people were texting me and wanting to come to the house. So she came here, and I told her, I said, I apologize. And I said, Celine, I am so sorry. I put it out there that you were coming. I says, call me. Maybe I need a book for dummies or something. But I said I took it off, but I didn't know how big you were. And she was so sweet, so sweet. So what happened was people knocked on the door all night, and it scared them.
That's terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
It
That's
really
terrible.
was. I was so pissed off about that because I told these people don't come. People were there to investigate. I was so disappointed that
Yeah.
that they didn't listen to me and still showed up. And then she told me people were going by the house screaming out things, right? So they left for a while, and I don't know where they went, but then they came back in. Okay. So I'm hoping that they got enough. But I told her, and I even apologized again. I said, you know what? I'm so sorry that happened. And it was a rookie mistake, and I hope you'll forgive me. So that's the two people that I would consider famous, as far as being in the house. We've gotten
You had Mike the Wraith Chaser
that was just recently.
just
God,
recently,
what a-
right?
Yes.
That's another one. I mean, I would say
yes,
he's
they-
pretty big.
He is big too. What a nice guy. Okay. And Chris, right? Chris is more serious and everything. And Chris was all wrapped up. He had a button missing on his shirt, right? And Mike is all about talking to the people. And Chris, you know, he was more the serious one of the bunch.
Yeah.
But and here I am. Well, I don't know why I can't get out of my mommy modes at times. But I'm like, hey, Chris, do you want me to sew that button for you? I think there's some a needle with thread upstairs in one of the rooms. If you want, I'll sew the button on for you. Yeah, and I'm not shitting. Yeah, he goes, no, it's okay, it's okay. All I wanted to do was sew the
Oh.
fucking button because he had a button missing. I'll never get out of mommy mode, I guess. So,
Oh,
but they
that's
were
awesome.
wonderful, wonderful with their people. They had a good time. I definitely hope they come back again. I think they
Yeah.
will. You know,
I hope so.
so
I
that was
would
a
I would like to attend something like that because I
oh
just think
yeah.
that, that's really cool.
They are so fun to be around and they make it fun. And the people they bring with them, they had like 4 people with them, right? It's like a well-oiled machine, I'm telling you. It's very well organized. They know
They've been
what they're
doing this a
doing.
long time, yeah. They know what they're
They
doing.
really have. Yeah, yeah. Fun. They were fun. So, yeah, so I forgot about them. Oh, can't think of the other ones. But no doubt, the biggest, probably the biggest ones were, definitely Celine and Sam and Colby. So, but that's good.
Yeah, heck
I'm
yeah.
pretty happy with it. So I'm going to cross that one off my list.
I think you should put 20 or well, you could put 27 Spirits on that list too, but definitely Zach
Absolutely.
and Tammy Meekins. I mean, they're like the original fan club, it looks like.
Listen, I got to tell you, in the beginning, it was tough. Okay, it was tough. I would be getting 4 bookings a month, right? Screeching out these bills to, you know, and they kept me going. They really kept me going, and in such a positive way.
Yeah.
When I needed a booking because, of things, you get these notices that the water bill's going up again and stuff like that. Every time you got a notice, it seemed like they'd book again, right? And they have been awesome. And I can't tell you how many times they've been to the house,
Well,
and always so positive. I'm very I'm just so lucky. I'm just so lucky to have people that want to come, I consider myself lucky and I'm so thankful. I really am.
I mean, it's a byproduct of what you're doing and the way you keep the house and the way you treat people. I mean, it's just good things happen to good people, and that's something that you'll never ever tell me different about.
Yeah. Well, I feel that they're so respectful of me too. You know what I mean? And so I feel obligated to people that when they come to my house that I make it as pleasant for them as I can. Okay. Maybe that's the host in me, because when I was an executive host, I had to make sure that my players, had everything they wanted. And I mean, I'm talking high strung people, right? Where I had to have a certain brand of whiskey. I had to make sure that he had so many cartons of a certain cigarette in his room and just he had to have this one guy, oh my god, just so many different things. I had to make sure everything was correct for them, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Even the little extra things people like in their rooms with the strawberries and all that, it had to all. So I feel that I want to bring that to what I do here because it's who I am. I
Mhm.
want people to be happy. Now, of course, I'm not doing strawberries, so I'm doing chips, right? I had to but I'll never give up having chips out there for people.
Hey, we
But
had cupcakes.
you
We
guys
had
had
cupcakes.
cupcakes?
When we were there, there was cupcakes. The little girl, oh, I can't remember the story behind it, but there was a little girl that had made cupcakes, and they were there. and we enjoyed them.
Probably be buying stuff off people. You know what I mean? I mean, it's hard. I mean, to pass some of these kids come by and oh my God. Oh, one time it was filled with brown or not brownies. What the hell am I talking about? Girl Scout cookies. I had probably 15 boxes of Girl Scout cookies in there, you know,
Oh
just
my
to
God.
help. Well, okay, so she's a little girl and she lives right next to me here at my house, right? And you know, yeah, so you just do that shit, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
I always do it because I just think I just adore this little girl, and she lets me braid her hair and everything, and you know, so I have fun with her. So I made she made a big sale, but I was
That's
okay
awesome.
with that. Yeah,
That's
and I just
awesome.
take them to the house, take them to the store too, you know, and let the boys eat some too.
I don't think we ate any cupcakes. I think we just left money.
Oh, is that what it was? I think I had a cupcake.
You might have had one, but I think we left a pile of money there.
Deb said we just left money, but I'm sure I ate a cupcake.
Well, I hope you did because then they go bad, you know.
I don't think you ever missed a cupcake, babe.
I've never missed a cupcake. You're right.
Whatever doesn't get ate a lot of times goes to the store. And believe me, in the store, we got Kenny and Pappy, right? And
Uh-huh.
both of the two guys that help out with the deliveries, they'll eat anything. So most
Yeah.
of the stuff then goes over there. So, you know, it's fun though. You know, I get a kick
Yes.
out of it.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
shoot.
what was somebody else that asked me something? Okay. Oh, here's one. This one's kind of confusing too. Um, oh my gosh. So I wrote this down quick, and I might have to rephrase this. So it said, because I always tell people when they come in that I'm not an investigator. I do tell them that. And I also tell them that I believe there's a lot of BS out there in the paranormal world, right? And I make comments that there's certain things I believe, there's certain things I don't believe, and there's a hell of a lot that I don't understand, right? And that's being just absolutely as honest as I can be with people. So her question was, when you admit to not understanding a lot and not believing a lot, why do you still allow Ouija boards when you're not sure on things? Okay. I think that was her question. Okay. And oops. So my answer to that is the reason I believe that is because you better prove it to me that it is dangerous. Okay.
Yes.
I don't believe they are. Okay. And people say, well, this happened, well, that happened. But do you know it would not have happened if you weren't using the board anyway, right?
Right.
And so I'm going to do it until I'm proven wrong, until I am proven wrong,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And that's just how I feel about it. I don't feel, you know, a lot of people come in and use a Ouija board in my place, and my house doesn't go dark, right?
Right.
There ain't no F and D in my house. So, you know, so it would be, there's always one in the house, and there's one always getting used if they want to use it. So I think that pretty much what I do believe is it's in people's intent with any piece of
That's-
equipment, what they want to bring in. Okay.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a board. In fact, you know, a while back, a year or so ago, probably, I did an experiment. And with the experiment, I had people do the Ouija board. And then I had the people do the Ouija board blindfolded, okay, and with headsets on, I believe. And I recorded it. So with that, nothing really came through, okay? So, and I did that for a reason, and the reason was I was called out on that a long time ago on a podcast, and pretty much was told that you know, I need to learn, right? So I recorded it and I sent it to the person because we made a deal that if I brought in the devil in my house, then I'd apologize to all his followers. And if he didn't, he had to give me an apology. Well, he never even broadcast the results. So anyway, but that's until it's proven to me, I'm okay with it. I think it's just another device. I really do. You know, so that's kind of answers that question with Andrea. So I'm crossing this one off the list of what I have my little list here when people would ask something. So
And I agree with you on the Ouija boards. I'm not, I played with them when I was a kid.
mm-hmm.
I'm not intrigued by them. I don't, like you said, it doesn't matter if it's a Ouija board or if it's a pendant, if it's whatever it is, your intentions are what ultimately decides how you're going to have what you're going to have happen. So,
True. Hold on one second.
Yep.
I need a cough drop. I totally believe that. Totally believe that. It is all
Yeah.
about your intention, not anything else. So, yeah.
Deborah
So-
says, I missed your product reviews on TikTok, Cindy.
Yeah. I might start those back up. I don't know. Some of them, I mean, it's a good laugh, right?
I look, it's entertainment. That's all that matters.
I know.
And
I know.
if you're having fun doing it, then I would say keep doing it.
I was for quite a while. And then I got bored with it, but I might start doing a few more, so we'll see.
I started a thing. I used to do dad jokes on TikTok all the time.
Okay.
And I cannot get into TikTok. I want to, and I cannot get into it. And I started doing these dad jokes because that's me with my stupid humor. And I never got a big following, but I would have people I know that would text me like, you got to come up with some more stupid dad jokes, man. You got to keep them coming. One guy says, my daughter, who's an adult, my daughter loves your TikTok. Do more dad jokes. And I'm like, I don't know. I want to, but I can't get into
Right.
it.
It's hard. Sometimes you get tired of something. And then, they started changing a lot of their rules and everything. And, I just got tired of it. But then I keep thinking, I'll do some more, just do a couple more type thing. I'll do some more. But, the thing is, the weather's going to be nice here. I got yard work. Stuff
And
like
you
that
wanna
I need to
enjoy it.
get done.
You
Yeah,
wanna
absolutely.
enjoy that nice weather.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Somebody else asked me, do you have a different view on investigators since you have been doing it for since you've been doing this for a few years? A different view on investigators. Well, I really don't even know how to properly answer that. I don't think my view on people coming in the houses has changed at all since to me, the people I'm not sure what they were getting at on that. Unless they were, I don't know. But my view's always been the same. They're people, they like to come in, they like to have fun. Everybody, what I have found is people do it for different reasons. Some people do it because they just enjoy being around people and they enjoy having a good time. And other people are more serious about it. But my view has always been the same. I met somebody and I got to know that person, a little bit about them, and they're out to have fun. So I'm going to say no, my view hasn't changed on anybody as far as I didn't look down at anybody coming to the house. If that's what they wanted to know, that kind of confused me a little bit. I wasn't even sure I was going to answer that one. So
I would say that maybe your expectation, maybe has your expectation changed? Because when you started this, maybe you didn't really know what you were getting into compared to
My
now where you
expectation.
have an expectation of a certain uh type of person that's coming to do this. I don't know.
What has amazed me is the variety of people that come in. Okay. I have so many paramedics. Okay. So many people that are involved with the police department,
Yes.
but so many people that are their families who investigate together. And so I just get a kick out of the variation,
Yeah.
but I don't know, it's just fun meeting people.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
really is,
I'm
talking to them, bullshitting. So that's why I call the parlor the bullshit room. I do,
yeah.
they signed a thing. It's like I just start talking to them, then I go, shit, they're probably wanting to get their stuff out of the car. I better shut my yap. So anyway, oh,
Yeah, we kind of made 2026 our year of the collaboration. We have I I think we have one investigation that we scheduled for our team this year. All
hmm
the rest of them are with other teams. One team, two teams, three teams, 7 or 8 teams.
hmm
Ryan from Trap Souls, we formed this big group of like 6 or 7 teams. Now I don't even know how many teams are in it. Um, and now when we get together, we're beyond the spirits, right? So we're a whole nother team when we're all together, and we do an end of a year investigation at one big place. But our entire year this year is collaborating with other teams, meet new
I think,
people, spend
yeah.
more time with the people that we have met. And I'm going to tell you, we're only into early April, and it's been really really fun just
Oh,
to hang
yeah.
out with people that
And
we
two,
do social media, but now we get to meet them, and
sure.
it
Right.
really is, it's amazing.
And to do bigger locations that cost a lot. So it's not
Yeah,
taking that big bite out of your wallet,
yeah,
you know? I mean, because you gotta, things can get costly. They really can
yeah.
get costly. And I don't remember the place that I was told it was like 2,000 or $3,000 to investigate.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, who has money like that?
yeah,
I mean, so I think that's you're meeting all these people, and two, you're getting probably to see different equipment.
yes,
Um, just,
techniques,
you're
yeah.
making your circle is getting bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah, good for you. That
And
is
it's
wonderful.
we're just finding people that are like-minded, and
Yes,
you know I just think that's really, to us, that's what this is all about. We want to know about the spirits, we want to know about the history, but we also
yeah,
want to meet people and bring them along for the ride, you know?
yes. Oh, yes, yes. I think I mean, I commend you guys and for what you guys do and how you have fun and and just because it's like a big party, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it is.
It really is. And good people. I think, and
That's
what I told somebody just recently was this: I think that you have to keep the fun in this, right? You have to keep the fun. If
Yep.
you can't always be just so serious with things. you know
Yep.
I mean, that's my opinion, because you're sitting there for hours and hours and hours in a
In the
in a
dark.
location. Yeah. Yeah. In the
Yeah,
dark with bugs.
with bugs and bats. Yep, for sure. And
Oh my
sometimes
God.
it's so damn cold. Oh,
Oh, I
we did
can't do
Madison
that.
Seminary in December, and it was brutal in there, but we had a
Oh,
blast. We had a
oh, that's
blast.
good. That is good.
We had a
Wow.
blast.
Ay, ay, ay. I commend you. I mean, and I took to you guys right away, and and you guys are just good people, good fun people. You spread love, positivity. When you're out there. Do you still got that little doll, that little boy doll? What
Oh
was he
yeah,
missing, a leg or an arm or something?
he's up here. Now he's with both of his hands, but he's up here in the well. You can't see him, but he's up here in the corner. There he is.
Okay.
Right up
Oh,
there.
okay. I see him. Yep,
Now,
you got
now
him.
I just got her.
Okay.
She's very old, but she's kind of creepy.
Oh
Then
my gosh.
I got Samantha back here. She's the one that you got to watch.
Really?
Oh,
Oh,
I leave the
well, I
cat
got a
balls.
couple dolls I'm going to let go in the house.
Oh yeah.
I do. So I don't know that they have anything attached to them. They've been in my closet, locked up forever and ever, and I'm out of room. So now I put one of the EMF meters up there, and nothing has happened to them. But when Helen left, she gave me a bunch of dolls, right? And I have no more room for dolls in my house, so I'm going to let a couple of these dolls go, and I just got to get rid of them. So, and I need room. I really need room, and that house is not big enough, just not big enough to keep stuff.
Well,
So, if anybody wants
before
a doll,
anybody else jumps on it, let's talk.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, yeah.
I call
But
dibs,
I'm not saying
everybody.
that they got anything attached to them,
That's okay.
you know. So, but I don't know if Helen just collected dolls or if she waited for them to get something attached. I don't know. I really don't know. But I just know that I want my space, and I need more closet space. So, you know, anyway, but yeah, there's two of them in there that are definitely going to go. So before they get broke. So, so anyway,
We'll definitely talk.
okay, that's fine. Yeah. So what else is going on?
Let's see. We're supposed to be doing an investigation this weekend. Deborah said, "Nacho." She's worried about the dogs. Before I
Oh,
tell you that, my sister Donna, yeah, let's talk. She's interested too. But when I do the podcast, I always each doll has a cat ball in their lap. And one night, we was doing a podcast with Trap Souls, and we had a guest on, and Dr. Jay Blackburn, and he's going, that doll behind you is going crazy with that cat ball. The wall behind me is a block wall, so I could hit it with a baseball bat and not shake it. I
okay.
cannot make them go off. And this thing, and we started paying attention, and every time somebody said something that was very factual, the cat ball would light up like she was
Wow.
agreeing. And
Okay.
this happened for like 20 minutes straight. And Ryan actually made a video for me that I downloaded of it happening. It was really good. So I turn them on during the podcast. So sometimes they react and sometimes they don't. But one
Hmm.
night I forgot to turn the cat balls off. And I went to work the next day, and Deborah's here, and she starts texting me, "You left those cat balls on." And Samantha is going crazy with her cat ball, and it's frightening. It's
Wow.
scaring me. And I'm like,
Oh,
"Go over and shut the cat ball off." "I'm
right,
not
right.
going over there. Are you nuts?" I'm like, "I-" So she sat upstairs the rest of the afternoon until I came home to turn the cat ball off.
Oh, that's
But
funny.
she likes to play around a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, well, maybe not the last pod. I think it was the last podcast time I was on. She kept turning my microphone off. She would turn my camera off. She's like, "You're done. You get off. You're done." And I'm like,
Wow.
"Stop," But
Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I mean, having Peggy there is enough, you know what I mean? And the other
yeah,
dolls that are there, they're not as active. Helen used to tell me you got to work with them, but I don't. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So, but I don't want any more in the house than what's already out there. And, I think I got enough dolls. So, you know, but yeah, we'll talk about this other couple dolls that they've been stashed in that locked up closet and everything for 2 years, actually, I think. So, yeah.
If you'd have told me 2 years ago that I would start collecting dolls at almost 58 years old, I'd have said you're out of your damn mind. And now, I don't
Now
know,
you guess. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Had you told me 10 years ago that I'd have a haunted house,
right?
I'd say, you're fucking nuts. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm a casino host. That's all I know, right?
yeah.
I would have thought, cool, yeah, right. Yeah, they don't know me, you know. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yep. It's funny how
you
life
know,
changes, right?
it's crazy. I mean, great. My girlfriends, we go out, we have lunch, right? And we're the old coots, and we sit out there. Especially, we went to see a Beatle review. We went and had dinner before that, had a good time, and they go, Cindy, how's the crazy house going? Right, crazy house. I go, what? What'd you say? The crazy house, the spooky one? And I go, oh, the Ross house. They go, yeah, that one,
Oh
Cindy.
my
And they
gosh.
go, how's it going? I go, oh, it's going real good. You want to come and see what I did? Oh, hell no. So yeah, they think they can't wrap their head around that I have this house. And they can't wrap their head around the fact that I can go in there and be okay with it. They have a hard time with that. Very hard time with it. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. It's nuts, isn't it? But
Yep.
but that's I love them. I love them dearly. One of them, her Glenda. Glenda is, oh God, Glenda is 79, I think, or 80 now. And I tell her all the time, you got to stop over, Glenda. Stop on over, and I'll give you a tour of the house and everything. And she says, no, I'm good. I'm good. But they're my buddies, and we have a good time, and we go out and do our little thing, and it's enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're bitch about our health or something like that. That's what we
Absolutely.
do. Yeah, have good
Heck yeah.
times.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you have to, right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah. So every year we plan. Now this is no joke. We plan a trip to Vegas every damn year, right? Every year something comes up, right? Every year. Well, John, he's having trouble,
yep.
again, and and it's always something. So I know, but we still do it, right? It's never come to fruition yet. I've always done it with other people. It's never us as a big group. So anyway, but I'm okay with that. I really am. We still go local though.
Yeah. Yeah. We have this big dreams of getting a bunch of people together and going to like New Orleans for a week,
Mhm.
doing some investigations, doing some sightseeing.
Their
Um,
graveyards are creepy as shit.
yes. And everybody thinks it's a great idea, but try to get them all together, and it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. New Orleans is something. I took players there. Okay. They have casinos there, right?
Hmm.
And I took my players there one year, and it was quite the experience. I mean, quite the experience. We did the whole thing where we had a beautiful dinner at this one hotel. Oh my God, what was the name of that hotel? The Astor House. I'd have to look it up. But the Astor House had the balcony where you could throw the beads, right? Had
Oh
it all
yeah.
lined up where I had boxes upon boxes of beads, right? Filled, everybody got as many beads as they want to keep throwing, and they had a damn good time until we got to the street. Okay. And then when you got to the street, now throwing the beads is fun, right? And I can keep track of all these people. But when you get down on those streets, it's another ball game altogether. Okay. So
Oh yeah.
be
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah. Deborah's been there. I've never been there. Deborah's been there several times,
Uh-huh.
She has family down there. So, and she keeps talking about we're all gonna go. We're all gonna go. And
She knows how busy those streets can get.
yeah,
I'm
yep.
sure if she's got family there, yeah, it's nuts. I mean, it is absolutely nuts. So, yep, good times though. I don't know if I'd ever really want to go back there though.
Yeah.
I really don't. I'd prefer to go somewhere else. So, but we've gone a lot of places. When I took my players, we've gone a lot of different places. So, good times.
Heck yeah. I hope that in the coming years when I retire that can do a little traveling and doing some and of course in my head it's all paranormal stuff that I want there's a bunch of places
Mhm.
I want to go, but they all lead by there's a paranormal place I want to go to here,
Oh
and
yeah.
oh, we can also do all this other stuff, but and then there's this other
Yeah, yeah, work it all in together, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Definitely work it in together. When I went to Greece, in 2024, I made sure that, I picked up some rocks from there and brought them back with me, and I have those rocks in the Ross house.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because you feel, a lot of this stuff holds energy, right? And, so I have rocks from these different locations of these old ruins and everything. And I brought
Oh,
them back, pieces of it. I stuck them in my pocket and I brought them back and they're laying in there. Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
In May, we are in May. We're going to the beach. I am not a beach person, but we're going to Ocean
Okay.
City. But we're going to
Okay.
investigate. We're going to Ripley's, believe it or not, investigate, and we're going to Maritime Museum, I think. So we're gonna do some investigating while we're down there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Now what street you staying on in Ocean City?
I couldn't even tell you,
Okay.
Deborah. Answer that question. I don't even. She handles any travel plans. She does it.
Okay.
I just give her ideas of where I want to go, and she
Hmm.
makes it happen.
Good. Good, good. I hope you have a good time. We used to vacation there about every year. Yeah. We'd stay on about, I think it was like 70th Street, around in that area, 70th Street. Yeah. So it was fun. We had a good time. We'd do a big, big family vacation. My gosh. I mean, we'd have to get big places, big houses, because there was a whole bunch of us. So we'd actually get a couple condos and we'd have what we call the old biddies, right? And then we'd have the younger people because people have different habits, right? And they did, so the old biddies would have been like my mom and her sister, people that, didn't want to be bothered. They wanted to slowly get up and do things. Whereas the younger ones, right, where my kids at the time were younger, they were up and they're ready to go and have some fun and go do this and go do that. And, so we had different condos that were always right next to each other. But it was always good times. So, I wish we could still do stuff like that. Now everybody's married, got kids of their own.
Yes, yes. Let me see. I think she. Oh, she asked me if you had any more celebrities lined up yet for the Ross House.
Uh-uh. No, I don't.
It's early in the year. Give it time.
Yeah. Yeah. I would absolutely love to have Dave Schrader come out. I I actually was waiting on him one time when he was at one of the Paracons, and people were there talking to him, and they were all taking their time talking. And I finally just gave up, you know what I mean? And there was a long line. I was way back there. And I thought, well, I'd do the same thing. You know what I mean? So I just gave up and went on about my way. I really I just wanted to go up and give him a hug. So and introduce myself. I'd love to have him come out to the house. I know that'll never happen, but I would love it. I would love it. There's a couple of them I would like to have come out. You know, but if it doesn't happen, that's okay too,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Well, how about the Cleveland Paracon? Are you going to the Cleveland Paracon?
No, I'm not. I'm
No?
doing, it conflicted with, another one that I'm doing. Um, where in the hell am I going? I should find my calendar. It was, I was doing a different one during that time, but I did send in Trap Souls contacted me. They wanted to make a big basket with a bunch of different things in their basket. So I think I gave him a gift to put in his basket for it.
Awesome.
But I think that's going to be real nice. You know,
Yes.
what was the date on that?
September 10th, 11th.
September 10th,
Something-
11th?
Let's see.
September 10th, 11th.
It is September 11th and 12th. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 11 and 12.
Hmm.
We're
And why
we're
wasn't I there?
we're going with Ryan on that. For Trap
Are
Souls.
you?
We're gonna we're
Okay.
gonna go up and we're gonna do our podcast from there, and I think it'll be a good day.
Yeah. So I'm looking here and I don't have anything wrote down on that. I think maybe the reason could be I'm gonna have to check with my daughter. But it's either my daughter wants to go out of town for a few days, so I need to go up to Mentor, or I have
yeah.
one September
I
19th, I have Madison.
I think we did talk about this, and I think it was something to do with Mentor. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's kind of my,
Yeah.
and sometimes too, when you have a house and you're doing it by yourself, it gets hard to get away.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because it's the people want me to be there to greet them, right? And it's very hard for me to rely on my brother to do this. Okay.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
brother is a wonderful, wonderful person, but he is not a people person. And he's not. He really isn't. He's very, very quiet.
Yeah.
And that was another reason I came up with the book that's now in there that gives you a tour by yourself.
Self-guided tour. Yes.
It is. It really is. So it's I try to limit it to once a month, and then I keep it open for anything with family after that, right? If I have to be gone twice a month. My granddaughter plays national volleyball, and they travel a lot, right?
Oh.
So I try to hit up some of her games and everything, and enjoy some of like birthdays and that. Wish they weren't in Mentor, to be honest with you, but I think that might be the reason.
Yeah.
But there was one June the 6th, Sutton, West Virginia, with Pam Huffman. It's going to be in front of a courthouse, and then Creep It Real is June 20th. Hillcon is August the 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Ohio State is 2 days, and Madison. I don't even have Fairfield in here this year.
Oh.
I think Fairfield was June the 6th, and it conflicted. I'd already said I would do the one with Pam, and then I come to find out that Fairfield was that day. Now, yeah, maybe that was why I couldn't do Bill's event in September, was because of Madison. When was his?
The 26th or 27th?
My daughter's birthday.
See?
Yeah, her birthday's actually the 26th.
Yeah, it's the
That's
26th.
that's what it was. I
27th.
knew there was some reason why I had to turn it down. Yeah. And to be gone twice a month, that's it's hard. It's just hard, I it would be nice to get it to a point where I could just do those and have somebody run the house for me, but I'm definitely not to that point yet, so anyway, but that's how it goes. You
I
know,
think you
I'm
could
getting
get
older.
Zach and Tammy Meekins could fill in for you.
I'll tell you, they're wonderful. They are wonderful. I wanted to do a public to raise money so I could get working on this house quicker. Um, but most of my Saturdays are booked, right?
Mhm.
I think the only open Saturday I had was June 20th, and I knew I couldn't because I was going to be out of town. Oh no, wait a minute. Was that it? Or maybe it was another Saturday because I got Creep It Real on the 20th. But there was a date, the only date open was a date that I had to keep open because I was going to go to see my kids, my grandkids and that. So yeah, so it couldn't have been the 20, it had to be a different day. So anyhow, yeah, I like doing them. I really do. It's just, I can't be too many places and also keep a personal life at the
Yeah,
same time, you know.
for
So
sure.
yeah, but there was one at Billy Creek, right? Isn't there one at Billy Creek or something with Adam?
Probably ISS. ISS? Maybe. I
I would
I
love to,
can't keep 'em can't
yeah,
keep them
I would
straight.
love to get more into West Virginia. Um, I get a big drawing out of Ohio. I get
Uh-huh.
big. My drawing is Ohio, and then after that it's Pennsylvania, and very few out of West Virginia. I
That's
would
kinda
love
weird.
to. Yeah, it is. I would love to penetrate that area more, and that is one of the reasons that I decided to do this one with Pam Huffman, in front of a courthouse. And I don't know how well that's going to go, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Heck yeah,
So
that's
and
worth a shot.
yeah, it is. I'll try any of them once and see how they go, and and they're going to do a public at my place too, and bring some people in.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome, yeah. Well, somehow we're already up on 2 hours.
you're kidding.
It's become the norm. I always shoot for an hour, and we're at
Uh
an
huh.
hour and 57 minutes.
Oh my
I
gosh, I can't. I
I
don't even
always
see
shoot
my
for an
calendar.
hour, and I tell everybody, we're gonna get into it, and it's gonna be 2 hours before you know it."
And it
And
did.
it did. We
Oh,
never run out of things to talk about, and it's
yeah.
just really, really, really fun to do. Um, but I never try to keep anybody longer than 2 hours. Well, me and Bill Rigby, we were probably closer to 2.5 hours
Oh
that
my
evening.
gosh.
But yeah, it's always so much fun, and
Oh,
you are
absolutely.
always welcome on our show.
I wanted
If
to
you
do this since I found out you were doing them. I thought, and I had really, I don't really do them anymore, except if I know the people. And then when I saw it was you, I thought, oh, hell yeah. So
so
that's great. I thank
I tried
you.
to get a few under my belt before I reach out to the people that I really, really want to have on here because I don't want to make an idiot of myself, too much of an idiot of myself in the early stages. So after doing, I don't know, 8 or 10, I don't even know what number we're on now, but
Oh
we've
my
been doing
gosh.
pretty much 2 a week.
No
We do
good.
Sunday fun day that we just usually talk about anything. And sometimes I have a
Okay.
guest, but mostly it's just me rambling and letting people ask
Okay.
questions. But then Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday nights, I bring on a guest and we talk about whatever they want to talk about. Next Monday, Shauna from the Doss House is going to be on with me.
Oh, lovely, lovely lady.
We're supposed to
Lovely
be doing
lady.
an investigation together this weekend, so we'll see if that happens, and then we'll have even more to talk about.
Yes. Yes. I
But
look
I've
forward
met
to meeting them. I really do. And they've been to my house. They came real late. But I do look forward to meeting them.
really good ladies,
Yes.
really, really good people. Yeah, we've got to know them over the last 2 years, and just can't say enough good things about them.
Yep.
Just really fun, and they're fun to be with. They invite us out to the Doss House. Hey, come out on this night and help us investigate. We're gonna try new stuff, and I'm like, it's only a little over an
Exactly.
hour each way, so all right, I'll come out.
Wow.
One night we went
Yes.
out, and I think we went on a Sunday. We got there about 6 o'clock. We stayed till, I don't know, midnight. I had to be to work at 5 o'clock in the morning the next
Oh
morning,
my God.
but we had a blast. So,
Good.
I wouldn't make it a normal thing, but
Right. Once in a while, you can, do that and then get a few Z's before you go to work. Oh,
I really appreciate you taking your time to come on and hang out with me
oh, it was
and
fun.
help spread the love.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
if there's ever anything that we can do for you, just yell because you're one of our favorite people.
Well,
And
thank you.
I'm sure we'll be seeing you very, very soon.
All right. I'll catch up with you.
All right, Cindy, thank you so much.
You are welcome. Take care. And
Have
bye,
a good-
Deb.
She'll be typing something. She's
She is?
upstairs. She's
Okay.
upstairs.
Okay.
But I wish you the very best and thank you so much once again.
All right. I appreciate you.
And
Okay, y'all
I'm
take
gonna
care. Thank you, guys.
we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, that was awesome. I really enjoy the heck out of Cindy. She is truly one of my favorite people. And I can never say enough about her. I'm going to do my little closing here. I thank you all for spending any bit of your time that you spent with us tonight. I know we've been on for 2 hours, so some of you have been here the entire time. And we will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the Other Side of Normal podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please let us know in the comments. Reach out to us via Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, any of those platforms. We're on them all. Send us an email. Next time you see me, just yell at me. Say, hey, I appreciate it. Also, let me know if there's somebody or something you want us to talk about on the show. If you have ideas for guests, let me know. Let the guests know and have them reach out to me as well. We're always looking for guests. I'd like to have a full schedule going forward, at least one a week, every week, on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday night. So with that said, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with us, and we will talk to you again. Nacho for the Other Side of Normal. Peace. I'm out.